All right, this is the following. The buildings that are closed in Washington, D.C. United States Capitol and House and Senate office buildings. All buildings closed for public tours are suspended until further notice. Library of Congress closed to the public, suspended until further notice. White House, call 202-456-7041 for any type of update. FBI building, closed to the public, suspended until further notice.
Wow.
Bureau of Engraving and Printing, building closed. All tours suspended until further notice.
Is that the mint that you're talking about, engraving?
Yes. Department of State, closed, suspended until further notice. Pentagon, closed to the public. All tours suspended until further notice. Smithsonian, all buildings will be closed until further notice. The National Zoo, closed until further notice. Holocaust Museum, closed to the public and all tours suspended. National Archives, closed to the public, all tours suspended. JFK Center, building closed to the public, everything suspended until further notice. The National Cherry Blossom Festival, all events canceled. Arlington National Cemetery,
Wow.
closed to the public, open to families for visitation only. Scheduled funerals will continue as planned. The Museum of the Bible, closed. International Spy Museum, this is classic, open. National
You can't
National
make this stuff up.
Arbitrarium, right? Grounds only open. Everything else will be closed. And that is a confirmation from the Congress.
Okay. My hair looks crazy, but we're gonna proceed.
You should never care about your hair. It's just perfect.
Can I do my video? Thanks. We are in Rock Creek Park. It's a little bit of traffic. It's rush hour, so I'm just only going this way so we can see both sides of the zoo. And I can show you how, because once you pass the zoo, the park is all coming this way because people are at work. Hold on. People are leaving work, so as you can see, it's cars over there because I'm coming from the south side of Washington, D.C., and I live on the north side, northwest side. This is Rock Creek, the creek down there. This is rush hour. So as things are picking up, I don't know where this traffic is randomly coming from. I don't know if they've reprogrammed the streets, lights. But nobody is working downtown. We're going to start with, or any of these federally owned or governed properties. And so, we are starting at the zoo. So, I've always lived right by the zoo since the 90s. Before the 90s, when I grew up from the 70s and 80s, I lived in the downtown area close to the Capitol. And now I live in the uptown area, which is where all the parks and most of the residents live. And there's also the south side and the northeast side. This is the parking lot for the zoo. Totally empty. There are some cars in there though. I don't know where they're coming from.
Is the zoo open?
The zoo's gates are still closed.
Maybe it's the front
It's
door.
been closed since last March. Yeah, we're gonna go past the front door. People still walk through there, I guess, but I don't know. I haven't been in to see see what they did with the animals. But we're gonna go around to the front and we'll show you what the front says. So you see Rock Creek is 345 to 630 one way, and the other way, the way I'm going, is the way everybody takes it in the morning. So we're gonna go around and up here on Connecticut to the front side of the zoo. It's a bit of traffic.
There's a police mobile.
Park police. A bit of traffic. I wonder, can I cut? I'm gonna cut this way. Richard the journalist, the citizen journalist, lives somewhere around here too. Close to the MPD racetrack. So that's nice. They got a lot of what do you call it? Spray paint. Lander back there. All right, here we are at the zoo. I just want to pull up since everybody's out there.
It's another fluffing bird.
Yeah, they've been having these masks on these damn lions outside the zoo. As you can see, this is the National Zoo. Folks are taking pictures out here. But
Is it open is the question.
no, the gate. Well, no. Is it open? You could walk through, maybe.
I guess only that gate ain't open, but this one is.
It says exit only. I'm gonna have to call and see. We'll get the stats on that. But there are people coming out. As far as driving through, can we drive through? Oh no, we can't. All right. So why are people driving through that way? I don't understand.
How'd these people get in?
I don't know either, Zane. I don't know.
Sus.
Very sus. Alright, let's make our way over to Wisconsin. So a whole lot of police. So we're driving through Cleveland Park towards Wisconsin Avenue from Connecticut, which is where I went to high school. I went to high school up here. And my private school was around here too for middle school and elementary. But yeah, there's a whole, what the hell is going on? This is a school, but why is there's a lot of police up there. There's a security guard right there.
What is going on?
This is actually the school my ex-husband, my two oldest kids' dad used to work at too. And they got it blocked off with Secret Service. What the hell? Around the school? Interesting. The police, the United States police need to block off this school. Okay. I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that story to come out. Again, one more time.
So what if they're investigating under the school about the missing children?
Then I would expect the DC police to be out there, not the United States. Well, the DC police are up here too. They're all around this block. Hold,
But,
please.
Mommy,
This is
they
interesting. We're
the
just
DC
trying to drive downtown from uptown. We're trying to come over a little bit to where it's not so crowded.
Mommy, the DC police could be there just in case someone down there is like trying to harm them or something.
Interesting. I'm trying to think of the name of that school again. Give me a second. Okay. Of course, I got a phone call, so I have to come back down here. But I'm right back. NCS, the National Cathedral School. There's a lot of police out here. So this is Davenport. This is Davenport Street. You know what else is over down the street is supposedly the Vice President's house, but we're at 34th Street, and if y'all can see, it's blocked off. Big police, and the next block is the damn school. There's no news cameras out here though. Can you see?
Yep.
There goes the back one. That's a whole lot of police out there. That's a whole lot of police. So we're on Massachusetts and 34 down the street from where the police were. About 4 blocks down. This is the Naval Observatory. And also up here is where this is Embassy Row. So also up here is where Headboard's supposed to live. There's like nobody out here. Nobody jogging through, nobody getting off. I don't know if y'all heard in the background of that. I'm sorry I couldn't record that. I had to get my youngest to record it while we passed by. But my oldest was calling me, telling me that the DC DMV canceled her appointment. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. This is her house, his house, Kamal's house is supposed to be up here. Supposed to be up here, y'all. One of these entrances. Not much popping off. So we're gonna keep going. We're going towards DuPont Circle. We're gonna make a right and drive through the side of Georgetown and like where the waterfront is by the Kennedy Center. Be right back. Zero lot kind of looking dead. I don't know if they're just putting fences all around the trees. It's interesting. Okay, this video might be a little lengthy because we're just entering the downtown area. As you can see, it's 4:31. There is nobody out here getting off work. This is actually where Kaiser used to be, and I used to come down here and go to Kaiser a lot. People killer. Kaiser. This figurine right here that's rainbow colored. What in the world is that for? What's new? I remember that being there. Alright, we're right in front of the executive offices building. We're on 20th in Pennsylvania, so if you can see straight ahead of us. Actually, I see the clock to the pavilion where Trump Tower is straight ahead. That's what I see. This is IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Looking dead. That's a doorknob. A lot of these buildings that are not federally, but down here, have a lot less people working in them. Because again, 4:30, you would not be able to drive through here. All the traffic is randomly in the residential areas. This is the 1818, the World Bank. Alright, so we're going to come around to the front and see if we can find a parking space, and we're going to walk through Lafayette Park first. Then we're going to go past the museums, and then we're going to go past the Capitol. So right here in front, let me get this way. Right here, this is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. You see some police, some Capitol Police on their bikes. A couple of them by the box. Otherwise, it's a bunch of tourists. This is not workers out here. It's dead as a doorknob down there. It's a few vans, but it's... I see a security guard back there. Oh, give me a second. We'll be in the park in a second. So that entrance was open the other day, and now they have it under a different kind of gate up. Now it looks like you can't go in there. And my bad, the fence... You can go right up to the fence, not up to the door of the White House, but you can go up to the fence. I don't know if y'all can see back there. But they finally closed the fence. Okay, they closed the fence. That's funny. They've closed the fence. It was just open, y'all. If y'all saw my little, I should have went in there when it was open. Stop hating on each other because you disagree. I agree with that. And that's the conductor. That's the one who's always down here with Richard. Wow. So they closed off your park back up, y'all. I was actually gonna walk through there today. None of the entrances. They had 3 entrances open now, so none of them are open. Okay. Once again, it's on. This building is boarded up. This is where St. John's Church. This is where Trump took the picture. I don't know where that siren is, but I just keep hearing it. All right, so we're on 14th and Pennsylvania. Jesus. And there is quite a lot of traffic going out, but this is still nothing compared to the normal traffic. Like this lane will be full. You'd see the crossing traffic be packed. There'd be buses over here. I mean, this is definitely still not normal. But this is more than I've seen. But you would also match the streets with, and you see, look at that bus. This is mainly tourists. This is all I'm saying. This is mainly tourists. We're right here by the JW Marriott. I used to work in here too. And these streets will be packed. These streets will be super packed. On the sidewalks too is what I'm saying. And there's hardly anybody out here. Tourists, yes. Workers, I've seen a few of the commuter buses, and there are 2 or 3 people on them, riding all the way out to the suburbs, wasting that bus gas on 2 or 3 people. Here's Freedom Plaza. And I used to work downtown, right here on this block, in the JW Marriott and in the National Theater for a long time, so I know what I'm talking about, y'all. I know what I'm talking about. Of course, the DC government taking this water to somebody. All that sun shining on it. Affecting the damn water in them plastic bottles. That's just, Coming up here on 12th, in between 11th and 12th. In Pennsylvania Avenue is Trump's Towers. Okay. Go Trump International. I'll be having to remember which is which, but this is the FBI building, y'all. Bless you. I don't know what's the name must have been on the other side of FBI building, but this is the back side. This is the Pennsylvania Avenue side, and it definitely looks dead. Like, you could tell the doors ain't open. Nobody's coming out of them. So this is the Edgar Hoover FBI building. The Pennsylvania Avenue side. There's a lot of sirens in the city today, too. We're in 9th and Pennsylvania. This is the archives. This is the archives, I'm sorry. The archives ain't looking like this. I'm not even sure which side I enter on the archives. This is 7th Street, which turns into Georgia Avenue, which takes us back home. And you go all the way up about 80 blocks. It's a whole murdercade. Okay, we gotta see what's hot. We gotta see what's popping, y'all. Let me pull over. Let me pull over. It's a motorcade. That's why I hear all them sirens. Oh shit. Can I move over, buddy? You see my lights on? Shit. Okay, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, let's pull over. Let's pull over, DJ. Wake up, boy. Motorcade means a lot of people passing by. Something of importance passing by. It seems the United States Capitol Police. Oh, that looks like Congress. That looks like Congress. coming at y'all. I got y'all. And I'm about to come down there in the Capitol too, where y'all are at. Yeah, I'm about to see what's popping off with that. This is the old. That was exciting. This was the old not the Spot Museum, DJ. What was this? What was this museum called? I forgot. The Newseum, yeah, the Newseum closed down. I don't know what they're doing with it. Let's follow the brigade though, y'all. Right in the middle of it. I'm glad I'm a great multitasker. Let me get behind the Xfinity truck. Oh snap, we're gonna follow y'all.
Dude, what is
Because we're right here at the Capitol. Damn, red light.
bike with only 1 foot?
Red light. This is where Richard was talking to that lady who said she was Nancy's, what you call it? She was right here. Because we're right in front of the Capitol. I don't know if y'all remember the video I did from the Capitol. That was back in late April, when we had the Taurus moon and the Scorpio moon. But see, this parking lot is still empty.
The ducky.
Anybody that lives in the Department of Labor, anybody who lives in a big city knows that rush hour, it's gonna be a lot of people on the sidewalks and it's gonna be a lot of cars, especially around this Capitol. But let's see what's popping on. That's definitely the Congress, because they turn it in there now. They turn it into the what you call it, those buses. So they still got the fence around the main area, but you can drive through here. You can drive through here for a while.
They took the chicken wire
I thought
off.
that was the real POTUS coming through, but that was Congress. Whatever is left of Congress. They've been took it because all this was, remember, we couldn't even drive through here. All this was locked off. Okay, so they went up in here in the Capitol. There's a few people coming out of the Capitol, but look, you're wearing flip-flops coming out of the Capitol. Come on now. Totally impossible if you work there. And still, again, at 4:51, we are not going to be driving through the Capitol grounds this fast. All right, next up is the Library of Congress. This is the Senate office building, the Russell building. I'm on 1st Street Northeast now. Okay, 1st Street. Am I on the right side of the street? Is this the wrong side? Shit, I ain't been on this way in a minute. I've been going down 2nd Street for a minute. Okay, I don't know what this is. This is the Supreme Court? I thought it was on the other. Okay, I'm on a different side. Because I haven't been down 1st Street in a minute. I want to go on the other side of the street. There's a lot of cameras out here. Again, everything's dead. There's a lot of tourists and joggers out here. I think this is part of the Supreme Court too, if I'm not mistaken. Because I am surprised you didn't notice no half mast today, but I guess it's not. I thought this was the Supreme Court. I know this is the Library of Congress because I used to do book reports here all the time. I thought this was the Supreme Court, but yeah. Area closed all around it. So whatever this building is, it says Supreme Justice or something back there. I'm not sure, y'all. But yeah, this is definitely the Library of Congress. And the Library of Congress used to be a place where you could Just go in and do a book report like I said when I was younger. Now they're saying it's closed, but like the zoo was partially open today. I'm not sure, but people are going inside the Library of Congress.
Oh, that's a pretty dress.
Why she's so fancy
Oh,
and hot? It looks like it's velvet, child.
it is.
She's doing at the Library of Congress all dressed up.
And this log, lady, jeez.
Yeah. Alright. I don't know what buildings are down there, but this is the street I normally come off of all my videos, especially the ones that used to get me, that got me put off of Facebook. But yeah, all these little entrances to the garage of the Library of Congress, which is where my mother always parked when we went here, they're all closed with guards at them. Somebody's getting into their Uber really slow. Okay, thanks. Alright, so we're just circling around. The Library of Congress. We used to actually come to this entrance right here. Driving that parking lot back there, but not anymore. So it does look like a few people are leaving
House 111.
what would look like work from the from the Capitol. So something is going on. I know it's not all the way closed down, but it's definitely light. It's definitely light, but you can see people getting off work. Some have on suits and book bags. Because this is getting off work hours, but again, this is light. These streets will be packed. And again, this is the executive office's side of the way. The Capitol. Capitol South Station right there. The metro station. Alright, we're gonna go past the monuments and the museums, and then we're gonna wrap this up. We are in Capitol Hill on 1st Street Southeast now. 1st and D. Supposedly these are the little places where they were hiding the prisoners. They're still there. Ooh, and this wasn't open like this either. All this was, I don't know if y'all remember, all this was fenced in. You remember when this was all fenced in right here, Zay? So you only have a fence around one part. And I'm wondering that's the part that they film off of every time they do a false flag. Alright, we're back around now on the southwest side because each side of the Capitol is each side of a quadrant of DC. DC split into 4 quadrants: northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and all the quadrants meet at the Capitol. Alright, so this is the Hubert Humphrey building, which is the Department of, what do you call it, Health and something. The sign is over there. But this has been dead. They had a fence around this too. From the looks of the windows, I don't know if y'all can see, but it looks like nobody's at work. Again, people will be coming out of this building. And there's nobody around. How many times did people be right now? You said you and your dad went to this museum, the Air and Space, and it was open? You said y'all went to the Air and Space and it was open? Mm-hmm. How many days ago was that? Last week. Thursday. Looks dead today. There was a lot of people in there? Huh? No? So yeah, the grounds are open, y'all, which means everybody can walk and run around and walk their dog and exercise in the mall, lay out, have a picnic. But these museums are not open. The teacher said the Air and Space Museum is, I don't know what, this is one of the art galleries or something that's closed. That's been closed. It looks like they're packing up. Huh?
And the Spy Museum.
Oh yeah, the Spy Museum is open too. We're gonna drive past these other museums. Okay, whatever museum this is on the right, it's been closed. It's boarded up over there on that side. Forgive my ignorance, y'all. Even though I grew up here all my life, I don't remember all the names. Even though I taught here and went to all these museums 100,000 times, I don't remember all the names.
Yeah, that one's dirty.
Dirty. Alright, National Gallery of Art. Okay, this is definitely closed. This is where all those fake dinosaurs are. The fake fossil bones that are not real. Made of plexiglass. Oh, I don't know. The dinosaurs, those are not real dinosaur bones. Or not all of them. Let's wait for this light to go past the next one. The little church thing. Wow. They are crazy. It's like an evangelistic church or something. I've been there too. Look, the gates to the garden is closed.
And none of them liked it.
Oh, it says it closed at 4 o'clock. Well, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. They didn't like it? The cousins?
It stinks.
Honk for Justice for All. That's the A. What's going on there? The National Museum of History. Honk for Justice for All.
Oh, I took the thing.
Oh, they got the kids on there. Okay. I honked.
They took a newspaper thing.
Took what?
They took a newspaper thing. What was on the back of their car?
The gift shop open? The refreshments? What? They gotta make their money somehow.
Is the merry-go-round open?
Doubt it. We'll go on the other side and see. It's a lot of good amount of tourists down here as it should be. It's nice and hot. It's the back side of the Smithsonian Institution.
The second refreshments place is closed.
You can tell people that needing money because look how many food trucks is out here. Ain't hardly anybody out here enough for them food trucks. Of course, the African American Museum is not open. I don't think it's been open all year since last year either. Because most of these museums stay open until 7 or 8. There's nobody outside of this one. This one will be having the most traffic, the most traffic out of all the museums. That's the Holocaust Museum up there, y'all, but I'm not trying to go that way because that's where most of the traffic is. And the next street is Virginia. The bridge to Virginia, so. Now we're here coming down the other side of the mall. This is the Department of Agriculture. A lot of people work here, but nobody's coming out. No cars parked. These cars are probably belong to tourists. This is definitely went here a lot of times. There was a little children's theater in this one, this part of the Smithsonian. This is the Freer Gallery of Art. That is closed. This is the main building, I believe, for the Smithsonian, the Ripley Center. The garden is open. Looks like anything that makes children happy is closed. It's closed. And the merry-go-round, is it open? No. Say it. I used to love this one too when I was little.
How could they?
It's the back side of the Air and Space.
Grandpa used to take us to the merry-go-round all the time.
Look how many views I got on this one. The one I showed you.
How many I can't see? Look at that. What is that right there?
148.
Oh, that's good.
Only one like.
2 likes.
Then you have no likes.
Lie. I have a few.
Oh, right. Generation Z and Alphas. Generation Alpha.
No, I'm vegan.
All right, let's go down.
How many followers do you have? How many followers do you
Let's
have?
go down the Southwest.
Not 1,000.
Okay, DJ. Okay, this area right here. This is LaFont Plaza,
My account is
and the comptroller of.
Well,
Shush.
thank you hitting me.
I'm trying to make a. I'm not talking to y'all right now. Federal Trade Commission building empty. This used to be a lot of. It used to be a. This block right here is to be really packed. That's what I'm trying to say. Really, really, really packed. And there's hardly anybody out here. LaFont Plaza. This is like the biggest metro station too in DC. Next to Metro Center, which is like 2 stations up. There's no bikes being used. Being the daughter of a police officer, I noticed everything. Because if people were leaving work out of these buildings, and there's a board right there in that window. If people were leaving out of these buildings to go to home from work, these bikes would not be so plentiful. It's only one missing from the whole rack. That was the HUD building. That's what I was trying to say, the HUD building. This is the highway. The highway is jam-packed. I don't know if y'all saw that. The highway that drives through the city. 395. 695, they switched the name. Alright, we're going down here by Hines Point real quick to wrap it up. I didn't pass the Bureau of Engraving. I do remember not passing that, so sorry about that, y'all. But I've been noticed that that's definitely closed. If I missed anything else, it's closed. Don't worry about it. I think I've shown enough on this June. What's today? June to what, Zane?
June
17? Yep. 17?
17.
It was 17. Yep. 5/17. Alright. So now we're down here. It's the wharf. All this was never here when I was growing up. This all used to be very short buildings with restaurants. No apartments, no bike racks. And now it's like a little mini city down here. The wharf is right behind this building. That's where everybody gets their seafood with their EBT. Or not if you don't have EBT, but you know, we come down here and racks up the seafood, y'all. So now we're on 9th and Main Avenue in Southwest. Before I make a U-turn, guess what I was able to come back up on? The Bureau of Engraving and Printing, y'all. This one been closed though. I'm not sure where the entrance is to this one, but it's been dead. This has been closed. I'm right here by the monument. If I can read about this view. Going in the park. What I did notice the other day, y'all, was that they were paddling over here, but it was the weekend, so maybe that's why it's not open right now. I don't know. I think they did open the paddle boats open only on the weekend. So if that's so, we'll go. Oh, it looks like somebody's sitting over there though. Maybe they are open. Yeah, they are. Look at the people in the water paddle boating. Yay! Yay! Gotta come down here. We're entering West Potomac Park, aka Haynes Point. That's the Jefferson Memorial over there. TikTok videos down here because the ground back here in the springtime was looking like it wanted to fall off, break off of DC. It's very saturated. Lots of holes in the ground, looking like they could be tunnels to somewhere. That's what we call the waterfront over there, where all the boats and the seafood restaurants and the wharf area where they sell fresh seafood is over there on the other side. We're just over there. There's tennis courts and golf courses over here. A lot of people come back here on the weekends just to hang out and fish, or any day. Bike, jog. Haynes Point. This is the golfing course over there. See all the yachts. It's awesome scenery. Definitely catch a vibe down here. Let's to come down here late at night and smoke and drink and act a fool. Of course, they ended that in the 90s. People still come down here. You just can't come down here at night anymore. Good old Haynes Point. Oh yeah. Putt-putt golf is open. That was our spot. Still our spot, and you don't have to have no mask. Oh yeah, we gotta go over there too. This is the area where you can have recreational time by the water.
That was Milan's spot.
That was her spot.
Well, they all went golfing. Yeah, Milan went golfing.
I thought she used to golf at Langston Golf Course over there off of Benner Road.
She also golfed here with Caleb and them.
Oh, okay. Damn thing about DC. These bicyclists, Jesus, and this is like a 2-mile drive back down to the. Get out of here. I wasn't gonna hit him. I was not gonna hit him. But yeah. And over there is the airport. And this is the Potomac River. The nasty, having 3-eyed fish Potomac River. And all the old geezers down here hanging out in their lawn chairs.
What do you mean 3-eyed fish?
Meaning that this water is nasty. And the old geezers hanging out, smoking, drinking, and playing cards and fishing.
That doesn't have nuclear waste in there. Only turbo.
Who said nuclear waste? You must have said it, because I ain't say
They
nothing.
found
But
nuclear waste in Turbo. Where they found the 3-eyed fish.
he got his whole setup. I know that's right. He got the whole setup.
Got his book, you got everything.
All right, Bison.